How cold does it get in Southwest Florida? You might be freezing due to the Arctic freeze that's happening across the northern states. So maybe you're home under a warm blanket on your laptop wondering, how cold does it get in Southwest Florida? So today we're here to talk about just that. How cold does it get in Florida? Today, the rest of the country is freezing and we just broke 60 degrees during high noon here in sunny Naples, Florida. We're going to be talking about weather patterns, how cold it gets during the winter months so that you know what to expect when you're planning your trip or your move to Southwest Florida. This year, we've been hearing all about the polar vortex, which is affecting all of the northern states. We're seeing stories and headlines from Michigan where pipes are so cold they're bursting. We're seeing snow in places we rarely see snow, like northern Florida. So you might be asking the question, how cold does it get in Naples, Florida? Here in Naples, Florida, we are way down at the bottom of the peninsula, just west of Miami, and we do get some cold weather. So this year in particular, I've even had to go out and buy some sweaters. But does it get cold like this every year? You might be asking, if I'm planning a trip to Southwest Florida or anywhere in Florida, where's that threshold where I might experience some warmer weather when the rest of the country is experiencing some freezing temperatures? Let's start with some weather history and Naples. The coldest temperature ever recorded in Naples was at the Naples airport. It was 32 degrees and the year was 2010. In the coldest months, which typically last from November to April, we typically see temperatures anywhere in the 70s, can go up into the 80s as well. The lows are usually in the 50s. If it's really cold, we'll be down in the 40s, and sometimes we can see temperatures in the 60s as well. January is the coldest month in Naples with an average temperature of 66 degrees. Even though in South Florida in the summertime, we typically have humid weather, it's a rainy season, and we even have thunderstorms sometimes for an hour in the afternoon, 20 minutes, or it can last for the rest of the day in the afternoon in the summertime. Here in the winter, it's actually quite dry and temperate, which makes Naples a popular destination for northern states to come and find a little bit of respite, even if it's just for a week from those cold and wintry conditions. Couple of other facts. The all-time coldest temperature ever recorded in Florida as a whole was in Tallahassee, and it was -2 degrees, and that was on February 13th, 1899. So if you're planning a trip to Naples, Florida, take comfort in the fact that the National Weather Service has said that it has never snowed in Naples. So if you come here and you're thinking you might find a little wintry mix or a little bit of snow, we don't want to disappoint you, but the only white ground covering here you'll find is at our beaches with our white powder soft sand. How to dress in the Naples winters. In our coldest month, which is January, the average low is 57 degrees, with the average high being around 77 degrees. If you're sensitive to the cold, and even if you're here visiting, you might find that you're most comfortable with a light jacket or a sweater, just so you can cover up in case you're eating outside and there's a breeze. If it's too cold for you to go to the beach, you can take part in activities like the Artis. You can catch a show, the new Gulf Shore Playhouse. You can walk downtown Fifth Avenue, go explore the Everglades, take a walk in Baker Park, or you can go explore the Philharmonic Center for the Arts. If you're just planning a visit to Florida and you don't know where to visit, let's start on the northern side of Florida. We call this the Florida-Georgia line. This is where you'll find places like Jacksonville. If you go to the east, Tallahassee, and some of those deeper south states. Next to some of deeper south states, my opinion is that you will find pretty cold temperatures up there. If you're just planning a visit to Florida and you have heard that there is a temperature difference in the winter months between a place like Sarasota and Naples, know that that is true. Oftentimes people will ask, why is there a temperature difference between Sarasota and Naples, with Naples being just a few degrees warmer, sometimes 10 degrees warmer? And the answer to that is that Naples is further south, so we do get more direct sunlight. And though our climates are similar, especially in the summertime, they're very similar. In the winter months, if you're looking just to be that few degrees warmer, Naples does have the edge on Sarasota. and even Tampa. As an example, the average temperature in Sarasota in the month of January is 71 degrees, and Naples is 76 degrees. In February, the average temperature in Sarasota is 74 degrees, and the average temperature in Naples is 78 degrees. In March, average temperature in Sarasota is 77 degrees, and Naples average is 80 degrees. Then in April, the average for Sarasota is 81 degrees, with the average in Naples showing 84 degrees. So again, if you are looking for a place that just has that slight edge, especially in those months like January, February, March, if you're coming down to visit, you might consider Naples over Sarasota. It's worth noting that even though this is what the average temperature reads, what it feels like is different. And so even though in Naples, if it feels like 77 degrees, know that if you're on the beach and you are getting that sea breeze, it will feel colder. And the same thing goes for Sarasota. So if you're looking for a temperature to be around the 70s and you're wanting to spend a lot of time around the beach, if Sarasota, as an example, is reading a temperature of 70, it's going to feel more like 60 degrees. It's no secret that the winter months are a favorite among people who visit and live in Naples alike, and some of those reasons are that 1, we have less humidity in the winter months, 2, we have beautiful sunny days, blue skies. Oftentimes there's not a cloud in the sky. We wake up every day and the weather is just warm and sunny. Less humidity means less bugs, so everybody likes that. And of course, our sunsets, which people come here all over the world to experience. They are some of the most breathtaking sunsets I've ever seen. Now I want to hear from you. Have you lived in Naples, or have you ever visited Naples and experienced the wintertime in this area? And have you experienced it in a place like Sarasota or Tampa? And did you feel a difference? And if you did, let me know what that was. I want to hear about those in the comments below. If you're planning on visiting the Naples area, be sure to check out one of our other videos. We'll see you next time.